And we're going to continue. Time for the final investigation. While I enjoy some sody. Super good. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed? I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he's never taken someone's life. Never. Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles, huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh, yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Me? Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I saved Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy! You guys should be bowing before me, yeah? Bow before your hero. Nick, why do you trust Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. But when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait. Was that when you two were classmates? Yes, in grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know. What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear this story today, and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry. Spring, end of 3rd grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. I see. Anyways, this kid's envelope disappeared with $38 inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyways, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I skipped PE that day. I was the only one not in class, so they thought you did it. Yeah, the kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial with me as a defendant. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you, thief. Give the money back. You admit it, you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell the truth. We're not gonna play with you anymore. He shouldn't be allowed in the relay race. Give me back my 50 cents I loaned you. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in the trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles. Oh my goodness. Look at how cute young Miles is. It wasn't you who stole the money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it's your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. We don't need proof. Why don't you all just shut up? This is always how it is, everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I had been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyways, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DLC-6 incident. Right, I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had something to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him. I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he'd become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew we'd have to meet whether he wanted to or not, in court. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believe in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth, and I'm the only one who can help him. Whoa, Nick. So that's why you helped me out for free. Yeah. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Aw, Nick. We have to save Edgeworth. If it's the last thing we do, okay? Very well, maybe. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Okay. So let's make our way towards the boathouse. Hey pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one today, eh? I got so worked up, I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No prob, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may, it's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? where Loda was camping. The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Loda's in a lot of trouble. Anyways, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, down to the beach. Gourd Lake, public beach. The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Edgeworth to show up for work. To the rental. That old caretaker got away. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem! I know that clearing of the throat anywhere. Grossberg. Aha! Hello! What might you be doing here? Out for a walk? Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of a fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. Well, if you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyways? Who knows? Slowing us down. Oh good, the bird is still here. Nobody's home. Hello, hello, squawk. Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello, squawk. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for himself. Hello, hello, squawk. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick. You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyways. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look really punny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker, and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? Aha! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh. See, that's why I didn't want to tell you. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228, squawk. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't money in there. Aw, but hey. He keeps it locked, right? There must be something valuable in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. There's only one thing in here. A letter. A letter? Aw, how boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth! Nick, why would Edgeworth's name be in here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. The rest of the letters go on to describe the murder plots in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth, calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly how I figured out the court today. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for the caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. Letter from the safe. There's nothing left in the safe. I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with him. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he came back here after the trial. Everything's cold. It looks like he didn't turn this heater on. I guess he wasn't back here since the trial. It doesn't look like he uses this kitchen much. You're right. I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. What, you think he was telling the truth? I think that's it. Okay. Let's go to the detention center. You look as grim as always. I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it, in the 3rd grade? Lunch money. Oh, alright, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you're the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyways. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple, to a fault even. Well, maybe yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyways? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes, the man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter, any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in the elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Lost your memory. Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to oxygen deprivation. Wouldn't that just mean that he could be found guilty of... It's not manslaughter. Unintentional killing, basically. And he could be sent to a psychiatric ward instead. Yogi was released due to lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He was a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he was obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does in his job is find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth, if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. Except he can't be called guilty anymore. Because we know he's not the killer. We know he didn't kill. He can't be called guilty. What is going on? Now's not the time to praise the enemy, Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Let's see if I can't present this to him. Edgeworth, see this letter? This came out of the safe in the shack that where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyways? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty of or something? Nice, Wright. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So, he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now's the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know something? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yogi. The suspect in the DL6 incident, the one who was found innocent. I know I have a piece of paper for that. Tomorrow, could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Poor Edgeworth. Nick, no! That's a photo of his father. Don't show him that. What is it? Nothing. Okay. Let's move here to the department. He said there was some guy he had to arrest by tomorrow. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. I just wanted to make sure that I got the full story. Grossberg Law Office. December 27th. Grossberg Law Offices. He's out. Again. When does he work anyways? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to come back later. Okay, then where do I go? Back to the lake? What to do? What do you think we should do now? You would know best, Nick. Just do what you do. That should work. That doesn't help me. I'm out of ideas. Well, had any good ideas? This is all tied to the DL6 incident. We'd better find out as much as we can about that murder before tomorrow. Something that's happened back then has a hold on Edgeworth and it won't let go. So then, I guess I am going to the detention center? Yanni Yogi. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us. In that little box, we became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. No, that's not how that would work. He would be called guilty under an insanity claim and then put in an asylum for several years, maybe. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right? Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell you all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing, in the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? Stop. What are you? Stop breathing my air. No, Father. He's attacking Father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in the court or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Ugh. And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But That's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it this way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe... There is, Nick. There's someone else who knows about DL6. Now we go to the office. Mr. Grossberg. Oh, hello. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... I see. So Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Well, also consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream is not a dream, it was real. As you imagine. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Maya Fey. My sister. Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And he lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's the only possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite indifferent. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Could be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma, Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on court reports. That's why he's so confident on this trial. What? But that means the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. So tomorrow will see the completion of not one, but 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage of DL6 incident has done will never be erased. If it truly was von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. No. But how could von Karma know about Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial? Von Karma got his guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial, but Gregory Edgeworth accused von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence. It was the only penalty von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacation, Maya. In any case, this was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd, if he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I'd hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. I know that. I just believe Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. The police materials. So back to criminal affairs. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for that old guy, Yogi. Ha, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We're wondering if we could check the record room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around here, but I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there right now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived actually. Nick, let's hurry. He's forging evidence. Dusty as always. We were only here yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma? There are files inside the glass case. The case is so dusty I can't see what's inside. Nick, it's locked. They must keep the important case files in there. Here are files of collected case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports here. These are all case reports. It's like a graveyard of police cases. I guess my sister's case is here too, quietly gathering dust. Rotting away for eternity. Nick, let's get what we need and get out of here. All this dust is getting to me. The open drawer. Oh. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says Unsolved Cases. Evidence. Nick, the file for DL6. It's completely empty. What are you doing in here? Von Karma. You. How do you know my name? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? Ah, I beg your pardon. See, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. See how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Mr. Edgeworth's your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, I will not lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know that Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. You were right. The Von Karma is going to bring up DL6 in court tomorrow. I want this shelf. This large drawer is half open. The label on the drawer reads, Unsolved Case Evidence. All the stuff here looks like random junk. Only the evidence for the DL6 is missing. I can guess who took it too, Von Karma. This cabinet is where they keep evidence for current cases. Some of the things are obviously murder weapons, others are question marks. Most of it looks like random junk. Nick, what do you think these clothespins are for? Don't touch that! It's evidence. I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I think I've examined everything. Fool, you think I, a prosecutor, would give you, a defense attorney, information? Creep. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun. For self-defense, usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000... Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No. No! What are you? Nick, run! Maya! Out of my way. Of course we lose the only evidence. He got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took DL6 evidence, all of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya. Better be Mia. Please be Mia. I need Mia now. Maya, open your eyes. Maya. The letter. Did he take it? Yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. Jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. No good as a lawyer or a medium. Can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. Wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I'd better do something to her self-confidence first. Maya? She's holding something. What is that, a bullet? DL6 evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember, Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You are most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow.